At Porte Communities, our mission is to create the best place for people to live and work. So what does that really mean, and why do we even say that? Why do we even put it on our wall? Because we really believe that our mission is about the people.
Port's values of community and people and trust, that's what's helped them to get to a 50th anniversary. Despite the fact that they've grown quite significantly, especially over the last few years, it's never lost its personal touch.
They care about the communities that they build. They're not out building hundreds of projects at the same time. They're there doing the ones that they do, and they really put their kind of heart and soul into those projects.
The importance of community is something that's been passed down through generations in the Porte family. It's the staff members, it's the property managers, it's the vendors and suppliers. Everybody has really gotten around what it means to be a part of a community and to really make a difference in that community.
Building in communities where people working in Vancouver and the greater Lower Mainland can afford to buy a home, raise a family. And in this day and age, especially now, when young people in particular struggle so much with home affordability, the Porte organization provides just great product.
One of our core promises is committed to excellence. That one just really means having a standard that we're happy with. We're very good ourselves at setting that standard, even if it costs us more money to go back and always get it right.
I actually met David Porte shortly after we purchased our home. He came over and introduced himself, and I was so amazed that I was meeting the person who was building my home. I felt such a sense of security, such a sense of trust, and knowing that, I could buy a home from these people and I could really feel confident in that decision.
This was before you were born. Hershey had just started Porte Realty. Hershey engendered trust, for sure. People really trusted him, and I think that's continued on to today in the company.
Trust is a word that you can just stick on the wall if you want, but it doesn't mean anything unless you do something about it. I watched my dad build these trusting relationships with people for decades and decades, and saw how they grew and how they lasted, but realized it wasn't just one phone call or one meeting or one transaction that builds this. It's a lifetime of building these up.
Today, we have buildings in our portfolio that were built close to 50 years ago. We continue to manage them and treat them like parts of the family.
If you're in an organization and you're doing really well, it's incumbent on you to make a contribution back to the community, because not everybody's doing well.
When David first started his charity, Cassie and Friends, it was after his own daughter was diagnosed with juvenile arthritis. And he wanted to create a place where kids and families had a sense of belonging, safety, and a feeling of connection. That's the kind of community that we've been working with the Porte team to build for over a decade.
There's a real camaraderie with our staff. We hire people that we know will fit. It is that camaraderie, that sense of togetherness, and it allows us to continue to grow and prosper and just do good work and provide great customer service.
You have to think of the history that brought you here. Porte has always shown how it's cared, and people have shown how it's cared. A lot has changed in the past 50 years. Hershey just started with one person, himself, and then went to 5 when I started, 20 now. Goodness knows where we're gonna be in another 5 years.
There's lots more years to come. I'm excited what the next steps of our journey will be. I'm excited to see where this takes us.